Hello, this is Outline Man, and I'm here to talk about the Xbox Series right about now. My background with it is pretty much I had got the Xbox when I was little. It was cool, man. That thing had like it was black and green, and then it had like 60, 70, 80 buttons on the controller. You could even put memory cards up in there. The original Xbox was nice. It had all the sports games too that the PlayStation didn't even have. It had some other games like there was low key some samurai games on there. Looking at you, Ghost of Tsushima coming out now only on the PS4. But yeah, it was cool. Then I remember when we went to the next generation, it was PS3 versus Xbox 360, and PS3 was like $600. Xbox 360 wasn't. So I remember everybody got the Xbox 360, and it was cool for the most part. They was on par with the games and everything. Only problem with the Xbox 360 is they had that red ring of death, where one out of every three Xbox 360s would just be decimated, man. People was losing their Xbox 360. People hated Xbox since then, but then they started making another shipment, and then they started being on par again. PS3 started pricing their system down. Xbox 360, they was right at each other with $300, and they pretty much had the same games. Everything was cool. Then we got to the next generation, PS4 versus Xbox One. This one I bailed away from Xbox real quick, cause I'm like, okay, wait a minute, Xbox One, $500, PS4, $400. Xbox One, take forever to download your games. PS4, download them quick. Xbox One, ain't running your games right. PS4, run your games right. It was a no-brainer. I just went with PS4. Little did I know that it was more than just like which console was better. As you start to notice, PS4, they started getting good games. They started getting like God of War. They started getting Spider-Man PS4. Last of Us 2. As controversial as it is, still a good game. We got Bloodborne. I know Xbox didn't have that. We had Infamous Second Son. That was pretty nice. Man, we were just getting games left and right. We had the Final Fantasy VII remake on there. I was like, man, we got all these hits. Uncharted 4. We were just getting hit after hit after hit. Then I'm looking at Xbox and like, what y'all getting, man? Halo. Halo 5. Wasn't that Gucci? And then y'all botched that release. Oh man, that wasn't bad. Titanfall 2. Man, that was pretty good. Then we got it on PS4 as well. I'm like, how we get Titanfall 2? I thought that was Xbox lined up in there. Man, Xbox just didn't give us no games. And now we heading into the future where we're gonna have this repeat, where we're gonna have Xbox Series X and Series S versus the PlayStation 5 regular edition and digital edition. And man, we ain't in the generation yet, but so far the generation ain't looking too good. I'm looking at Xbox like, okay, I think they learned as far as price, because the Xbox Series X is going to be $500 and it's going to be a 4K next gen device, you know, the works. And then on the side they're going to have the Xbox Series S that's going to be way smaller than the Xbox Series X, and it's going to be able to play your Xbox One games and your Xbox Series games, and it's just not going to have 4K, a little bit lower on the hard drive space, and graphics ain't going to look as nice, but it's $300. That's affordable. You can get that instead of an Xbox One S, and you can still come out pretty good. So that's pretty nice. And then I'm listening to Xbox Series X virtual briefing, and then man, Xbox and like, man, we all about accessibility, man. We want the player to have control and power. I'm looking at them like, that's all fine and good. Y'all know what y'all missing? Y'all missing games. Like, I don't know why y'all got gaming consoles and y'all can't get the fact that we need good games on your consoles, right? Because really, Xbox starting to seem like it's just a third-party system. They got great ideas. They got Game Pass. That seemed like a great idea. It seemed like they're losing so much money off of it, but it sure is helping people. They just ain't got the games. Only thing they showed us off was Halo Infinite. And where is it now? It may never show up. And when it do show up, it better look better than it did when they first showed us. Man. Meanwhile, we got PS5. We we already know that Sony gonna come out with the exclusives. They always do. They already showed us a taste where we got Ratchet & Clank, we got Horizon on the horizon, and we got Marvel Spider-Man, a Miles game, and with Spider-Man eventually coming down the pipeline. So we already know we gonna be covered here. Xbox, man, y'all doing everything right, but y'all can't make no good games? Come on. That's how Nintendo even in the battle with everybody, because Nintendo got games. All you gotta do is make your good games come out, and then everything can be fine. But until they get wise, get hip, and start making some games that people actually want to play on their console, what's the point of having their console? Because another thing that drives me crazy about Xbox is they call themselves, oh yeah, we the third gate. We got Nintendo, and we got Sony, and we got Microsoft. We in the gauntlet. We up in the dungeon fighting it out with the game console wars. Alright, but Microsoft, y'all also got PCs that's out there on the market. And guess what? They can play the Xbox games. So I'm looking at y'all like, don't y'all know by letting the PCs play your games, you making people not need to buy your consoles? I don't even know what your plan is, man. Y'all doing the Game Pass just to give people free games that ain't coming out. That's third-party games that you can get anywhere else. I'm getting confused with Xbox. I just don't know what their strategy is, man. I think they just waiting on Sony to buckle so they can just do what they do. Cause I think the only thing they need to do so far for this next generation, they seem like they might be good. But if they gonna get their act together, they gonna have to come out with some games, man. They need to, I don't know what they need to do. They need to buy some developers and get some new IPs going. Cause there's only so many times you can show me Halo and for me to be excited. Halo ain't been exciting since the first Halo. Is it just me? Or did nobody care after Halo 1, man? Y'all gotta start making some new ones. It's cool that y'all got things in the vault. Y'all got Gears. Y'all had Psychonauts, but I don't know how y'all lost Psychonauts. If y'all can get Psychonauts 2 to come out Xbox Series X, maybe we going somewhere. But y'all just gotta have the games lined up. You see Nintendo stingy with their games. That's how they in this gauntlet with everybody, because they definitely ain't got the power or the specs. They got the innovation. They got Mario. They got Zelda. They got Smash Brothers. They got Mario Kart. Yeah, Mario Kart is its own thing for some weird reason. They got so many IPs they can sleep on them and still be good. They got Pikmin out there. Got a fan base. They got Metroid. People waiting for Metroid 4. We may never see it. Man, then they start going into the JRPGs. Like they got Octopath Traveler exclusive for the Switch. They got what else? They got Shin Megami Tensei 5, which will be coming soon. And then you look at PS5 with they got Final Fantasy 7 remake, but y'all know that's gonna come to everything eventually. We'll see when. They got Persona 5 on their side. I'm like, Xbox, what do y'all got for me with these RPGs? Cause really, Xbox, y'all gotta get some of everything. Cause y'all doing okay in like the States, but everywhere else y'all sucking because y'all ain't got the games that's gonna appeal to everybody else. So I'm over here looking like, man, Xbox still in these with these new consoles, and they got good prices, they got a good idea, good mentality, but it ain't never gonna be right if they don't never get no good games. So come on, Xbox, y'all gotta step y'all game up. Y'all gotta break out them games, man. Y'all need to make up some new IPs and start doing better with your old IPs, because we be playing these games like, oh man, they got the microtransactions and oh man, they just ain't legit. Oh man, they suck. They look bad. How y'all gonna be advertising the most powerful next gen console, but Halo Infinite looks like it's back on the PS3 at the beginning? I'm like, man, how y'all gonna do this? Y'all gotta get this straight. But y'all on the right track. Y'all got the little speaker, little Xbox Series X for like $300. That's fine. It can be very accessible to the player. But if the player don't need to buy the console because they can get the games that they want on the PS5 and other games they don't want on the PS5, Why would they get an Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S other than it's cheap? And this is before we even know Sony's prices. I'm pretty sure they probably gonna match them. If they go 600, well, that'll be a mistake. Every time one console is priced higher than the other one, if you notice, the other one just fails. So they better just stick together, and they better both come out here with that 500 at peak value. Cause let PlayStation 5 be 600 and watch some sales just dip. And then Xbox is gonna be time for y'all to start making games. Once y'all got the customers, y'all can't just chill with the customers. Y'all gotta give them some games. Otherwise, they gonna go right back to PS5. Man, I don't know if Xbox playing like some type of grand chess game or whatever. But if they don't come up with something quick, man, I don't even know what to tell them no more. People love getting Xboxes, but man, the Xboxes ain't doing nothing special. And I got a PC myself, so what I need with Xbox, I can just get their games slide into the PC. I'm sure Xbox Series X ain't gonna be nowhere near as powerful as my computer, especially when Nvidia get cracking with these new technology. I'm like, man, they got new graphic cards and everything, man. I'm like, oh shoot, man, I don't even know. They also got some other things too. They trying to experiment with AI technology. I'm gonna leave it with Xbox. Like, y'all were left behind as soon as y'all start. Y'all need to get like Nintendo and stop caring, because y'all always gonna be behind in power as long as PCs are there. And y'all definitely know, because y'all Microsoft, y'all be working with the PCs. So I don't even know what's going on right now. Man, it's just funny to me. So I don't know if Xbox trolling or are they playing a long game, and the long game just taking a long time. We'll know if they done or not, but that's pretty much what the Xbox gotta do though. They just got one simple job. Get them developers, pay them developers, and make sure them games are good. Try to keep the microtransactions out of them, because if you notice, with Sony's and Nintendo's to a lesser extent, with their main exclusives, they keep them microtransactions away from them. And they just try to make them games as good as possible. Because them games that get people hyped, them games that get people to buy the console, you got to make good games for them. You acquire the best franchises you can if you ain't got no new ideas for new IPs. And you start making phone calls and you start getting them games out there. Otherwise, Xbox will, man, they gonna be in another box called the trash, man. I don't know what you're gonna do with Xbox. They gonna have to go somewhere else. But that's all they gotta do. They gotta stop playing games, man. This guy just sitting back talking about accessibility, man. Game Pass. I'm like, okay, so let's say you're losing money on Game Pass and you ain't making good games. I'm like, how y'all a gaming console? Is it because you feel no money from Microsoft? Anyway, that's it. I had to talk trash about Xbox today. I couldn't wait. But don't worry, I'm gonna get on to the other consoles too. I got some stuff to say about Switch. Switch be cracking me up. But I only talk trash because I want these consoles to be getting better. Because I do be playing games and everything, and I get these consoles. I just want them to be good. So sometimes I gotta let them know how bogus they be, so that these consoles can get a little bit better. Or maybe they won't, but somebody gotta say it. Anyway, when we hear the news on the PS5, which should be their final, PS5 information segment thing until the consoles get released, I'll put a video out about them too. Because we'll see what's going on with Sony. Sony is either gonna make people happy with this one or make people mad. So we're gonna see. And Nintendo, I'm waiting on Nintendo, but I'll put that one out there for Nintendo too, because Nintendo, they got some issues too. But anyway, this has been Outline Man. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like, or dislike it if you didn't like it. Leave a comment. The discussion, the floor is yours. All of that good jazz. Anyway, I'm Outline Man, and I'm out. Take care. Be safe.